It's 3:04 in the afternoon on Sunday, the 30th of June 2024, and I'm not long home from exchanging the bags at Bunnings and going to Woolworths to get basically just treats because I didn't yesterday. Oh, but I did also get I always look at the frozen plant-based section to see if there's anything on sale. And there was mozzarella sticks and spicy onion Indian treats, I think. Anyway, I didn't think I was going to get the bags exchanged for a second there because, like, first of all, I couldn't find... Why do I feel like I'm pacing? I'd say probably because I am technically pacing. Don't know why, that's weird, yeah? I was going to say I don't feel anxious, but I'm not sure that that's true either. Sometimes I think there's just this, like, permanent anxiety within me, always running on a loop somewhere in the fucking background, which is why when things go the way they did at Bunnings to begin with, for example, I automatically seem to go to this immediate fear place. And if you're new to my channel, I'm going to remind you, ultimately big picture beliefs I have are egos and higher selves and high vibrations, low vibrations. What can I say? Black and white thinker. I was going to say I'm borderline, but I am borderline. You know, a black and white thinker. No, I'm not. I can see the grey. I've had plenty of fucking therapy and I can see all the grey. But where am I at? Where am I trying to talk about? I'm off track. I'm going to put you down for a minute while I fucking figure out how to put this in the phone stand. I need to get off out of this case, which is not a great case, but it's one nonetheless. My bad. If you know me, you'll know this is like pretty moving. Oh, I do sometimes have odd moments in my videos, but I believe putting this in this is going to be worth it, provided I don't accidentally turn myself off. Right. Triple J. At least I can listen to this in the background, not get copyrighted. But I need to put on quiet. Anyway, so where's today? I never came over because after I sorted out all the weed in my house, who am I kidding? I need to hold on to yours at least anyway. But at least if I stop moving, it'll be better for all of us. Mostly. Oh my god, people. Better at least. Anyway, not for me, not for my back, not better at all, come to think of it. What a weird day. Maybe it's just a weird weekend. Weird. Oh my god, look at how freaking annoying that is. Oh my, this is very difficult. I picked up the camera because I've opened the jumbo size bag up on top of the table on the bag, yeah? Because I realised it probably makes sense to pack it up there. Didn't know I'd realise that until I said it out loud though. But effectively that is what I'm doing. And the reason I picked up my camera is because so far I've been thinking, I literally had the jumbo in my hand. Like, I contemplated making a video at Bunnings. I think I love realising things, and it usually happens when I'm talking to myself or to you, whoever you are. Every time I think about something logically and then second guess it, that is what I'm doing. Like, if I instinctively want to pick up my camera and make a video, I should, because that's what I do. But I think I just get, I don't know, like, there's so many things at play. And I was having a great day. I slept well, got up at 7:30, I think it was. Yeah, it was early. Because I remember when I didn't the other day, and I got up at 9:30, and I was just like, I wish I hadn't done that. And Boss needed out, and I made sure I put my slippers on and my dressing gown and pulled the bed up before I even went to open the door for him, so that I wouldn't go back to bed. I think I did go back to bed, but I had coffee and my phone and read it open and a book in my hand. Now that I'm thinking about it back. And my neighbour messaged me because I had sorted all the stuff out last night. And then had a really good think about whether or not, like, I'm driving to Queensland. I spoke about it with my neighbour. She came over, and like I said to her, I feel okay. I feel comfortable, because even she was like, you'd have to be doing something really fucking dumb to get yourself pulled over and have your entire car searched. I can't see how that would happen. And anytime I even have the thought come to my head in the explanation of thinking about it or explaining to you as a part of the story, which I'm very highly aware is illegal, and then I have to think about it as a more bigger philosophical, higher belief, moral thought of it, because that is ultimately what matters the most to me. The world in which we live makes no fucking sense. Should I feel guilty because I want to take what is mine, what I need, and what I'm going to use from my home here to my home up there? Of course not. It's absolutely fucking bullshit. I've got no intention of making profits, selling it off, doing any of that. Like, it's for me. Don't get me wrong, I got my neighbour some today, but they've agreed to keep my yards done. She's like, we spoke to each other, her and the partner, because she likes the dog and he does the lawns. And I got keys to my house, and she's like, yeah, we've discussed it, and we're going to make sure that the lawns are done. This is when we do ours. Put the bins out, they'll get my mail. Like, they're doing all of that. And it's like give and take, flow, and what do you want out? Is that what you're doing to me? And I just don't understand the fact that we live in a world where I'm supposed to be worried because I'm not doing anything actually wrong. Whoopsie. According to a higher moral belief system. And I'm very aware of what I'm saying, and please hear me when I say, obviously I understand there are rules in place for a reason, and there are obviously rules in place that are very much needed, and, you know, weed's the only thing I technically break the law on in my life. And I am legally prescribed it. Like, I really am. I have legal paperwork. I have the fucking prescription stuff on my couch because I was showing it to my neighbour. I'm pacing again. I'm looking for my drink. I definitely have one. But, like, it's a fucking natural plant. I'm not cooking fucking ice in my home and taking that with me. And I use that expression and that example for a reason, obviously. I went to Bunnings, yeah? And went to the return table. There was two people fucking around with some money machine from what it looked like. And they were not paying any attention to the customer area place. And there was clearly a family waiting. And they were sort of hanging back because there was no one there. I walked straight up, put my stuff down, and waited about 3 seconds and then went, hello, can somebody please help us? they sort of look like deer in the headlights, to be honest. Like, they didn't have a fucking clue what they were doing. And I don't think they did because they had to call people, so maybe they were just trying to deal with something and it happened to be there and there was no customer service, but I don't know. Oh my god. Questioning it all. Fucking hell. Am I supposed to shut up? Am I supposed to turn this off? Or am I supposed to just keep going? I don't know. I need to sit the fuck down. Got a drink. Just sat on boss. Hey buddy. No. Hey buddy, buddy. I need to get comfortable and I cannot get comfortable. I think maybe now that I've started thinking about it, maybe that's like a big, like, there is so many things happening inside of my mind, where I'm at, how I feel, what I'm doing. Like, I'm looking around my house and I keep thinking things like, no, I don't know, I should have just kept holding the phone, okay? Why does nothing, is it, fucking bloopers, hey? In 11 minutes, 4 seconds, and all I've done is fuck around. But again, I make these videos because I need to, I want to, I can, and I'm not making anybody watch them. I'm not even watching them, if I'm honest, at the moment. I'm quite behind. I will catch up. Well, I say that, but I've watched them here and there, especially all the ones that have, all the ones that have comments I've watched, because I need to watch back to know what I'm being referenced to. If I don't know or remember. Anyway, my house is a disaster, I think, anyway. No, I think it 100% is. I know it's ego and it's driving me crazy and it's annoying me more than I'm thinking it, but I'm still thinking it, which is that Ellie didn't do, like, I gave her a decent amount of money to help me get my house into a decent area, like, time, like, you know, and I know it's been time, but I think it's bugging me more because of my mum, and the reason I guess I've sidetracked is because I'm looking around and thinking about it, and I'm talking about it with my neighbour, because I told her about my therapy topic. She couldn't believe it. It's been playing on my mind a bit, and just how like, I just, so many things when it comes to her and her being in my life that I don't understand. I don't have answers for myself right now. Excuse me, fuck me. I was hungry early on the way to Bunnings, and I went out of my way to go and get 2 hot KFC chips. Hey baby, what's the matter? Oh, you know those mummies, yeah? Can't put your feet on that, so there you go. I bought, like I said, 12 cinnamon donuts. They were fucking decent price, like $3.50 or something for 12, and I was like, I'm happy with that. Fresh until Tuesday. I've got Tuesday to myself. My mum's with the kids. My sister will be sleeping. She's working Tuesday night. She will definitely be sleeping on Wednesday, but I'm going to go see Cassidy that day. I've organised that last night. There are heaps to do, but most of this personal stuff I dealt with last night just needs to be packed. Can't seem to get the tape to stick to the bubble wrap. Keeps coming up, and I don't want it to wreck the suction bags. Anyway, back to that. The reason I did turn on the camera was because the jumbo one's open and the 2 biggest pictures are in, and that fits extremely well. I think, yeah, I definitely imagined it differently in my head. I don't know, but I couldn't help but think. I really don't want to get sick, but my mum said that Oh, that just felt really gross. The reason I'm explaining this is my mum said this morning on message that she's really coughing. And my sister's partner and son are like really coughing. The mechanic is sick. And I was around him for a bit. And not only now while he's like symptomatic sick, but you know, last week. Just want to be healthy. I've cancelled the window coverings because it's not due until not this week but the following week. She said there's no way to get it faster. And this morning I wrote saying I'll pay for express post if you do it first thing on Monday. But I copied the name of the window coverings into Google to search that way. And I found another one on Google for $12.50, and it's free express post with eBay Plus membership. And I joined a 30-day free trial last night so I could get these express post things. And the other people had already told me they'd give me a refund because I couldn't get it here fast enough. Then I got extremely confused about who they were and were like, wait, no, I'll just come get it, until I realised that was the one for the window screen. And the other ones are in a different part of the country. And they're not due until the 8th to the 12th of July. And I would really like to be there on the 11th, if I'm honest. And for that to happen, I have to fucking get a move on, because tomorrow's the 1st. Today's the 30th of June 2024. Last day of the financial year. I have to sort out paperwork and tax stuff. Well, I have to email my tax accountant and get him to sort it out. More to the point. That's 17 minutes and 28 seconds. The jumbo bags are massive, and I think if I'd gotten them to begin with, which, as I've said, was my intuition, was the first thought, was what I thought, was what I had in my hand the entire time, while second guessing myself. And I very literally was consciously second guessing myself. I tried to call my sister and I called Juice. And so I got the extra large. Yep. In my head, there's a part of my brain saying, this is all very well and interesting, Olivia, but what about the part of you that believes in determinism? How does that work? And then there's the fucking part that I cannot yet explain in a 3D human language way that makes any sense to even me, to let alone try the next person, which will be the goal of things like why I'm pursuing a master's degree, because it's in writing and literature, but it's a research. Like, I want to research something. And study things that are like fascinating to me and learn and do that. Still makes me think of a philosophy degree, but I still need to know the practical side of things to do the career side of stuff. Hence, I'm doing this one first, and I have every intention of trying to find a supervisor for my dissertation. It's 20,000 fucking word dissertation. I'm doing an actual master's degree. I don't think that's fully hit me yet. Or it has, and I'm not fully absorbing what it means. But I am looking at it from a different fucking way than the bachelor's. That's potential. I'm doing it to better my life and to do it because I want to learn, because I'm excited, and because I want to have fun while providing for myself. I've been working my ass off to get me to a different place in my life. I plan to continue doing that until I die, so to speak. Anyway, the jumbo bags are massive. And I can't help but think that if I had got them to the first place, and actually it wouldn't have mattered, and put the pictures in, my thought would probably be, because it is even now, and I've had them, and they know they don't fit, is that it's massive. They're massive. See if I can get this to hold still for a minute. Oh, it's 25 centimeters. 25 centimeters. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's that's 5 centimeters short than a fucking 30 centimeter school ruler, right? Hey, boo-boo. Oh, look at that. I see that tumor. Is it getting worse or better? God, I'm hopeless. The other one's getting worse. This one hasn't crusted over, which is good, but I think it might. Just leave it. My neighbour said she obviously, she knows, and she didn't know if she should text me about it or wait until she saw me in person, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, Hey, boo-boo, my little bossy boss. Isn't he looking beautiful, people? Hey, boss. Oh, look at the light. Yeah. I probably would have wondered if I had gotten the wrong one in the first place. In all likelihood, I wonder if I wonder if I would have tried to exchange them. So, ergo, cause and effect, right? When I got to Bunnings, I went to the returns desk, and like I said, people around, blah blah blah. A person came over, and there was the family, and they went first, and the woman who I've spoken to several times was there, and so I left what I'd taken and took my receipt with me and went and grabbed it and then came back, and then she'd gone, everyone else had gone, and another woman came up, and she's like, is there anything wrong with it? And I was like, no, the sizes are wrong. And she's like, well, I can't really return it because there's dog fur on it. And I'm like, what? And I'm pretty sure I even remember seeing it at one point, so I fucking don't know, hey. This is what I mean about fear. Yeah, I've lived in a fear state my whole life. I just immediately go to the negative. And I was like, what do you mean? And I had brushed some of it off. So I held it up, and I honestly couldn't see as much, but I brushed it off, and I was like, can you not honestly exchange them? And I had called, and I said that, and this is, mind you, I thought this all back since being there. And she's like, I can't put it back on the shelf if there's dog fur on it. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'll get that off while you serve this other woman that's now come up behind us. And another woman came over, and it was the woman I'd spoken to on the phone. And I was like, and by that point, I was like, well, actually, because when I first opened them yesterday, the little blue thing came off, and it kept coming off. And I was like, well, I don't know if that's normal. When I showed them, I was like, it doesn't close. It's not as it says, the same end can close. I was like, but I would have just bought them because I needed to. But the first woman was dealing with someone else, even though she was next to us, and the woman on the phone just sort of was like, okay, and then she went through and explained to me that as of tomorrow at Bunnings, you can no longer do the return and the exchange at the returns desk because people go into Bunnings, get a trolley, go around and do stuff, and then say that they've lost their receipt and they need to exchange them. And immediately I was like, yeah, okay, I get that. I've seen that in the movies on TV. I'm like, that's fraud. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I had the receipt in my hand, and she said several times it starts tomorrow, but she just put it through, which was cool. I got more bubble wrap. I smoked a bong when I got home because I'd given my neighbour a chunk because, again, like I said, they're going to do my lawns and the bins and make sure my house, no, I'm sorry, doesn't look empty. And he's not going to park his truck here though because of insurance, so I'm like, I reckon the neighbour might not mind wanting to put one of his cars. Pretty sure one of them doesn't work, so you could probably put that in my driveway, which would be great. Because I still would like a car in the driveway. I need to pack. I know all of this. I was in the middle of it. Well, I just started it when I picked up the camera 25 minutes ago to talk about the size of the bags. I've gone on some pretty interesting tangents, I think. Don't know if I've finished them all. I'm very tired. I'm taking 2 of the Vivants, which I definitely think worked yesterday. Haven't seen yesterday's video, obviously. This morning I had the bottle next to me, and I had the alarm set for 6 for that, and it hits the best at 4 hours, it says on Google. And I thought I took 2 out. Oh God, now it's hitting me, now that I'm thinking about it out loud to explain it. And I feel this fucking exhausted. Now it makes sense. I shook 2 out. I remember there was 2 on my hand. And then I did the bottle arm to put it back. And then I took the pills, and then I went back to sleep. And then, like I said, boss got me up at 7:30. And when I sat up, one of the Vivance pills was on top of me. And I picked it up and I looked at it. And my first initial thought was, oh, fucking hell. My first initial thought was to take it because I'd obviously dropped it when taking them in the morning. That's evidently what has happened now that I've said it back to myself. And yet I then again second guessed myself and was like, but what if I already took 2 and accidentally this is the 3rd one? So that doesn't even actually make sense because, like I said, I shook 2 into my hand. I remember that. I remember closing the lid and putting it away and taking the pills and going rolling back over. So that explains that. Bugaboo. Anyway, an early sleep would be good. And it is only in the afternoon, like not quite 3:30 yet, I think. If I started this just after 3. Anyway, I'm hungry. I'm going to go put these mozzarella sticks and these onion things into the air fryer. And then I'm going to pack. Because after I pack all this stuff, I'm then going to start packing clothes. Then I've got, things like books, electrical. Laptops and stuff will be in the car with me, but there's other stuff too. And I want to make sure my house is clean. Got washing to fold. Still got to put the jumpers on. Just realizing that now. There are definitely like blue tack on the walls and things I want to fix up before I go, because whatever the house is like when I leave is what it's coming back to. And on saying that, oh my god, I got fucking crap on my foot. Oh my god, on my fucking foot, my right foot. Motherfucking god. putting sheets over everything, like the TV and those sorts of things. My desk, my books and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, I'm talked for ages. I don't even know if people watched at the end. If you did, hello. I enjoy talking to you. I really do. Talk later.